What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Man Up. Decided to come with you with a late video because I was just watching some things. So I decided to come at you with a late video here. Excuse me. Yeah, still trying to get things going. Wasn't really prepared for this one, but here. All right. So what's going on with you? Getting some feedback. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Now, decided to come at y'all with a late video here. Want to talk about the Houston Texans 7 game win streak. It's the 7 game win streak legit? A lot of people don't seem to think so for whatever reason. And hey, that's fine. Here's the thing. Me personally, I think that the win streak is legit. Let's compare last season with Deshaun Watson to this season with Deshaun Watson. Now, we were talking about a lot of great plays Deshaun Watson was making on losses, on games that we lost. Like he played a hell of a game against Tom Brady, a hell of a game against Russell Wilson, stuff like that, on games that we lost. But now we're winning these games, and the plays that he's making is not so spectacular. The games are not so spectacular, and a lot of fans are like kind of suspect about it, kind of wondering, you know, why that is. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this: a win is a win. You're not gonna always win the way you want to. You're not gonna always, blow teams out. You're not gonna always just dominate like you're supposed to. There's gonna be some times to where you just have to deal with the win. Yeah, we've been getting lucky with the wins. I can actually say that we have been getting lucky with the wins. But what did I just say? They're wins. We we had some games last year to where, whew, they were amazing games. It was, but they were losses, and that's what a lot of people not understanding. They were losses, and now that we're winning these games, to me it just seems like nobody's really paying attention to the actual win. People are going in and pinpointing this and that. Or why they calling these kind of plays? Why they doing this? Why they doing that? I mean, and I can agree with some of that stuff. I can agree with it. But what I don't agree with is fans making our wins look like losses because things are not going, I guess you could say, the proper way, I guess. I don't know how to phrase that part, but things are not going the right way. So, with that being said, though, the reason why I'm saying it like that is this: we can take these wins and run with it. You know what I'm saying? Last year we were lose when we had those game against the Chiefs last year. Watson threw 5 touchdowns against the Patriots last year. That is last season, threw 5 touchdowns against the Seahawks. I think he threw 4 touchdowns, I believe. But they were losses. Great games, and we lost those games by 1 touchdown. Go look it up. Chiefs lost by 8. Patriots lost by 7. Seahawks lost by 5, if I'm not mistaken. But they was all one score or less. Go look it up. Now we're winning these games, and they're not consistent wins. I guess you could say. What's going on, A Train? How you doing, man? Uh, they're not the dominating fashion wins. Here's the thing with me. Let's look at this. I want to start with this game that we just played against the Redskins. Now there was a lot of emotion into this game from Colt McCoy Playing against a Texas team. I mean, I know he didn't really say anything, but he finally got a shot and he played against a Texas team. All that matters is wins and losses. That's what I always say. That's what I always say. A win is a win. That's how any sport is measured. Any game in any sport is measured by wins and losses. It doesn't matter how you win, as long as you win. That's it. I can win by 100 points. I can win by 1 point. It's just gonna go in the win column. That's it. That's it. Yeah, we can say, ooh, yeah, we scored like what 57 against the Titans last season. It was like 57-14 or something like that. Yeah, Rockets and Texas on fire. I'm glad the Rockets starting to pick it up. I saw that. And I saw they squeaked by a win today against the Pistons. That was a good game though. Uh, but that kind of speaks on what I was talking about right there too. They won the game. That's all that matters. But let me go start with this Redskins game. Now we had a couple. We had Clemente go out again, and our offensive line kind of got a little weak. And if you watch the game, go back and watch some highlights. Deshaun Watson threw a pick that was kind of a wobbly pass that was, you know, our line is not protecting them as good as they should. I don't know if y'all remember me saying this a lot on Huncho stream, on my stream. My biggest thing is the offensive line. We do not need a young, dynamic quarterback taking these hits. We don't. We can't have that. What I think should happen is this. I think that with this here is this. You the Redskins came into the league. I want to say they was top five in run defense. We ran all over. Bill O'Brien did the right thing to start running the ball a little bit more. People questioning why he's running the ball so much. I think he did the right thing in running the ball. My personal opinion. Now, how much he's running it, that's up for debate. But I think he's doing the right thing in running the ball. Now let's go one game before that to the Broncos game. That's where things start to get a little heated. Now the Broncos game is a little bit different. I don't like it, but a win is a win. Take it how you get it, because it's not gonna always be pretty. And I said this plenty of times before. Hey, look how many Super Bowls that Adam Vinatieri have won, Peyton Manning and Tom Brady on field goals. Hey, you want to say, well, he missed Happy Thanksgiving. Yep, same to y'all, man. Y'all eat enough turkey for me. Y'all eat enough turkey for me. But uh, look at this here. I said this before when was the Broncos game. I said if they would miss that was Super Bowl, who would walk away with that trophy? A lot of people didn't want to understand that. Now, when y'all get a free chance, I want y'all to Google something. Google wide right. I bet you anything the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants come up. You'll see that. The Buffalo Bills lost Super Bowl on wide right, and the Giants won Super Bowl. It just at the end of the day, you can't. The game is not going to be played to the standards of every fan. It's not. This every fan is going to have some critiques about this and about that and about this about that, which I think is ridiculous. Every fan is going to say, well, they were doing this, why they were doing this, why they were doing that. At the end of the day, guess what? They're coaches for a reason. We're not. We're fans for a reason, and they're getting paid to coach, to play, whatever. We're not. If we were so good at coaching, we would be a coach. We wouldn't be fans spectating on all this and all that. And even if you was a coach, guess what? Some people are gonna have some disagreements on what you're doing. It's just how it goes. Now, one thing I also want to talk about with this win streak, like when we first started off 0-3, I was go and see a lot of people talking about fire Bill O'Brien. He's doing this, he's doing that. he shouldn't be coaching anymore. And I just got one thing to say. Now we won 7 straight. How come I don't hear that anymore? How come nobody's talking about fire Bill O'Brien? That's what I want to know. How come nobody's talking about fire Bill O'Brien anymore? Hmm? See, the problem I have with that is this. Look at Cleveland's situation. They fired Hugh Jackson. Now, and guess what? The Browns are still losing. It's not always coaching. It can be a combination of the coach, the players, or just the players, or just the coach. It's not always coaches. So my question is, why is it that that's the first thing we try to say as fans? Fire the coach. How about looking to it as we trying to say, okay, look, some things probably need to change, and I can agree with that. But firing a coach is not always the answer to your problems. It could be, it could be, but that's not always the answer. Now we're on a 7 game winning streak. First win came against the Colts on a fourth down play in overtime that a lot of people question, saying, "Oh, well, we were gifted that because Andrew Luck threw the ball and it was an incomplete pass. We were gifted that." Well, could be true, but we won the game. Plain and simple. In the discussion, we won. Then we had a great game against. If the Texans go deep into the playoffs or even win at all, how those negative fans gonna look? I agree with that, A Train. I agree with that. Look, and I'll be the first to admit, yeah, I think there's some things that I think needs to change. But guess what? I'm not going to critique every little thing because at the end of the day, you go back 100 years, not go back. I'm sorry. You like okay. Let's look at this right now. Our very first game in the league, 2002, we played the Dallas Cowboys. There were some things in that game I think need to be corrected. But are we looking at that? No. We're looking at the fact that we won our very first game. That's what we're looking at. You might say, well, the score was 19-10 or 17-10, whatever it was. I forget exactly. I can't think of it right now. But you might say this was the score. But you're mainly looking at you won the game. Plain and simple. That's all you're looking at. You won the game. I'm saying that because at the end of the day, guess what? This is a 7 game win streak. What if it was the Patriots and the Texans position? The league would be all over them. My personal opinion is this here on that. I see what you're saying, but I noticed something, and I'm pretty sure other fans have noticed this too. Texans don't, Houston sports period, don't get that much recognition. And I'm kind of confused on why. We have to do something spectacular to get recognition. Like when DeAndre Hopkins made that one-handed catch between his legs, then that's when everybody want to say, "Oh yeah, he's the best receiver in the game." Now I could be biased because I'm a Texan fan. What is you doing at work, man? Hey man, Jay Bird. I can't explain that question. I can't explain that answer, but I'm up. So I decided to do a video. Uh, you know, for all y'all coming in, hit that like button. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hit that like button. Patriots have actually looked bad the last several games this year, even a few wins. I agree. I agree with that, A-String. I agree. They have. And the thing is this here. The thing is this. When we lose or win, nobody ever said anything. They want to say something when we do something spectacular. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, now, of course, Monday night, we're going to get a lot of highlights on NFL Network, stuff like that, because it's a Monday night game. So, even Thursday night games. You know what I'm saying? But do me a favor. Not this weekend, because like I said, we're playing on Monday night against the Titans. But the following week, Appreciate that, Julio. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Yeah, when y'all come in, please hit that like button, please, please. Uh, Now do me a favor. Not this week, 'cause like I said, we played Titans on Monday night. But the following week, when we play, I think it's the Browns, if I'm not mistaken. Watch to see how many highlights we get. I want y'all to tell me how many highlights we get. And what I mean by that is, I'm saying this because I just want to see. I want y'all to see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll see other teams keep getting highlights like crazy on ESPN, on NFL Network, on Fox Sports, all these, sports channels. You'll see all these other teams get highlights like crazy. But if they show Texans game, it'll be a quick 1-2 minute highlight reel, and then that's it. While all the other teams get 5-10 minutes of highlights. Watch see what I'm telling you. I mean, not Sunday night, not Thursday night, not Monday night, because those are primetime games. So of course they're gonna always get great highlights. But seems like only a great D Hop can make catch highlights. That's true. Odell had one good catch, and and it seemed like that's when he gets recognized. Hopkins making those catches like crazy. Sorry about that. I was trying to figure out what that was that's going on. Hopkins been making those catches like crazy. Sorry about that. I'm checking something out real quick. Sorry about this, y'all. Okay, but yeah, House been doing stuff like that like crazy. But now everybody want to say he's fine. Yo, yeah, he's the best receiver in the game. Guess what? No, and Hopkins said it himself. Nobody has done what he has done with all the quarterbacks. Look at Odell. He's only besides if Eli when they benched Eli those few games of last season. Odell gets a temper tantrum when he don't get the ball thrown his way. Yeah, okay, whatever. uh, Antonio Brown has too. Only played with Big Ben, except for like I said, born any injuries or getting benched. Hopkins has played with what 10 different quarterbacks. He started off with Matt Schaub his rookie year. People forget about that one, but he started off with Matt Schaub his rookie year. I ain't for to name all the quarterbacks, but he and Hopkins has not complained once. Hopkins has not done anything crazy, but yet he don't get the recognition that he gets. But anyway, that's kind of besides the point. I just want to throw that out there that Houston sports don't get the recognition unless we do something crazy. And then, like I said, not primetime games, because primetime games, of course, always get highlights. But I'm talking about regular Sunday games. Watch and see what I tell you. Mark my words. Come back to this video. Now, of course, not Thursday night, not Sunday night, not Monday night, because those are primetime games. Regular Sunday games. Watch see what I tell you. After the Texans play, I think it's the Browns we play next week. After the Titans, I think it's the Browns. I gotta look that up. But watch see what I tell you. Come back to this video and let me know if I'm wrong on that one. We're not gonna get. You're gonna see you might see a highlight by like this long, and other teams highlight that long. Watch see what I tell you. Anyway, get back to the Texans win streak. Now, if you notice the way I titled this is, and I put in all caps, the the winning streak, is it legit? I want y'all to tell me, what do y'all think? Do y'all think it's really legit? I think it is. I think it's legit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it ain't the way I like it to be, and I'll be the first to admit it. I think some things need to change, but I'm not finna argue with a win. And if we was to lose, I'm not finna argue that either. All I'm gonna say is this here. And we lost the game. Why? Stuff like that. Man, we won the game. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Regular, stuff. I'm not gonna go deep into it. Oh man, the play calling sucks. And that's another thing. People talking about Bill O'Brien's play calling. He's basically calling the same plays in these wins that he was calling in the losses. That's the reason why I say I'm just confused on why everybody's talking about fire the coach if you're losing. But when you're winning, you praise the players. People putting Hopkins 5 or 6 and wide receiver rank winning six sports shows he's better than most of the ones they put ahead of him. It's disappointing. Yeah, it is disappointing, Strong. You're right. It is disappointing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You think it's legit? The other teams had a chance to win but didn't. 30 or 19 points. Dub is a dub. That is true. I think it's legit too. It's just that my personal opinion, you can dissect everything and say, well, this and that happened. We wouldn't have won if this and that. Guess what? It's a lot of games that we lost that we wouldn't have lost. Let's go back to that Patriots game when we had number 17. Last 2 seasons ago when we beat the Raiders in the first round of the playoffs. Then we met the Patriots. First half of that game, we was tearing the Patriots up, tearing them up. Now we can critique and say we would have won that game. 2 reasons. One, if Brady wasn't complaining to the ref that clowning roughing the passer, and then number 17 start throwing all those picks. Do you see what I'm saying? So you can critique that. But guess what? Number 17 had a lot of bad plays against the Raiders, and we won that game. Didn't hear nobody saying nothing crazy then. People were praising Clowney for that pick that he had, for the great plays that he had. See what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying is right there. Look, we can critique every little thing about all these wins. I can too, but I'm not going to. Why? Because with wins come losses. With losses comes wins. It's just how it goes. They go hand in hand. I'd rather be winning than losing. That's just me. Call me silly. Yeah, I could say instead of running the ball up the middle so much, yeah, try bouncing on the outside here and there. Try dumping the ball off in the flat. That'll limit the pass rush, things like that. I mean, Bill O'Brien has figured it out. He figured it out. He ain't gonna say it, but he know our offensive line is not that good right now, and he'll even tell you that we need to. That's the reason why he started running the ball so much because the offensive line has been letting the defense get to Watson. So he'll even tell you that. So I think it's legit. Now, like I said before, let's take last season. We was praising Deshaun Watson for great plays, but we were losing the games. Now he's not doing all those great plays, not having no great games, but we're winning. So that's kind of ass backwards to me. Yeah, Deshaun Watson would have lighted it up last year. Yes, he was. He could have been MVP last year. Could have. I'm not saying he would have. He could have if he didn't get hurt. He could have. You see what I'm saying? So he could have. It could have been a lot worse for us, but people's not looking at it like that. People is looking at it like, excuse me here. Okay, people is looking at it like we lost the game, and I just don't understand it. I guess what I'm saying is this. Excuse me. I guess what I'm saying is this. At the end of the day, I rather feel good about a win streak. Now, another thing nobody's really talking about that I thought about right now. The Texans had tied 2 records. One's a franchise record, one's an NFL record. The franchise record is the most wins in a row in franchise history. The NFL record is starting off 0-3 and then turn around on a 7-game win streak. The only other team to do that was the 1925 New York Giants. They started off 0-3 and then won 7 straight. Now, if we win this game against the Titans, we'll do something that has never been done in the history of the NFL. Start 0-3 and then win 8 straight. Nobody's talking about that. And here's the thing. A lot of people say, man, I wouldn't want to face the Chargers or the Steelers or whatever team in the playoffs. I do. And let me explain to you why. I was talking with someone because I made a comment on Saw Sports, one of his videos he did, and someone was saying telling me don't be delusional, man. The Texans we wouldn't want to see the Chargers. I'm like, shit, I would. I don't give a damn who we face. I don't care who we face. It's just like if you finna get into a fight with someone, you ain't gonna say, man, I don't want. I ain't finna fight Mike Tyson. I ain't finna fight Evander Holyfield. You ain't finna do that. If you had to fight right now, you gonna fight. Plain and simple. That's just how it goes. So when people saying these things, it's like seriously. Look, check this out. It takes away the trap game factor. The better team, you're gonna fight. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna fight. See what I'm saying? I don't care who I face. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in there. I'm finna fight. It's just what it is. That's what sports is all about. I want to see those teams. Cause look at it like this here. I look at it like this. We played the Jags. We beat them hands down. Big Ben, he struggled against the Jags. Yeah, they still won, but he struggled against them. We really didn't struggle against them. Then people want to talk about the Chargers. We beat the Broncos. They lost to the Broncos. Whether you think they're a better team than us, whatever. That just go shows how much you praise your team. I don't, look. This is not being delusional. You can say I'm biased, but I don't think no team is better than my team. That's just what it is. Win or lose, don't care. You can whoop my team ass. You can whoop my team by 30. Guess what? I'm still gonna say you're not better than my team. I got confidence and praise in my team. It is what it is. Like I just said, we go into the playoffs. We're gonna face these teams. The Ravens. Right now, I think it's a wild card. I gotta look at it again. I forget exactly. But you got the Chiefs. You got the Steelers. You got the Patriots and the Texans are all division leaders right now. And a lot of people not even saying this here. We're one game away from a first round bye. If we keep this up, Houston can beat anyone in one game. That's true. All we need is one game to win. That's it. It's not like basketball, baseball, hockey, where you got to win several games to make it to the next round. Football is just one game to make it to the next round. That's all it is. So, and then a lot of people not talking about this. Right now, we're 7-3, so is the Patriots. They only ahead of us because they beat us early in the season. First game of the season, they beat us. So they own the tiebreaker. But if we was to finish the season with a better record than them, we can get a first round bye. A lot of people not talking about that. The Steelers are 6-2-1. Yeah, 6-2-1 if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. Anyway, the only reason why they're ahead because of that tie, it wasn't a loss. So statistically, they got a better record. So that's why. Uh, I want to look at that right quick, make sure I'm telling y'all something accurate. But if I'm not mistaken, that's what it is. Give me 1 second. Because I was looking at that and I was like, nobody's really talking about that right now. If the Steelers are 7-2-1. Excuse me. We're 7-3. The only reason why, like I said, is their winning percentage. They're 700. Excuse me, point 0.7, and we're point 0.7. But we have that loss. They don't. They're 7-2-1. We're 7-3. So that puts them above us and the Patriots. If that makes sense, what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? So if that makes sense, what I'm saying, that that's what makes them just a little bit step higher than us in the playoff standing at this point. You see, so because if they would have lost, we'll have the first round bye in the position that first round bye, I should say. So, and that's all I'm saying is that a lot of people not looking at that. See what I'm saying? And like I said before, and I know I sound like a broken record when I'm saying this, but we on a 7 game winning streak. If you're not happy with that, then you can go back to the 3 game losing streak and just live in that. Just live in that. Just wallow in and swim in it. I'd rather be happy on that I'm winning, even though a lot of these wins are ugly, but we won. That's all that matters. We won. You know what I'm saying? If there's a team on the other side of the field that's playing against you, they get paid to play too. It's not easy. A lot of people think, oh man, we should be blowing these teams out. We should be doing it. We should be doing that. Not necessarily, but it is what it is. Now I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Y'all leave me a comment below what you think. Some of the people was less critical during our loss. That is true, Adrian. They was critical. They was less critical. All I really heard during the 3 losses was fire Bill O'Brien. That's what I heard. Fire Bill O'Brien. Fire Bill O'Brien. That's the number one thing I heard. Yeah, I heard a little other things here and there, but the number one thing I heard was fire Bill O'Brien. Now we're winning. I mean, oh, why are you running the ball up the middle like this? Why are you running so much here? Why, why this? Why that? I mean, it's like, come on. I rather, I rather be like, yeah, we won. Then be like, oh my God, we lost again. No. I'd rather just be sitting there and be like, okay, we won the game. Cool. 7 straight wins. It's not gonna always be pretty. As a matter of fact, think about this here. This just crossed my mind right now. If you can find it, because I remember watching, because a good friend of mine is a Giants fan. I remember watching a lot of games with him. That last time they won Super Bowl when they started off 9-7, and they went to the they went over to the Super Bowl faced the undefeated Patriots. Their first game that they played in the playoffs was against the Cowboys that year. They badly squeaked by the Cowboys, but they won. Cowboys got eliminated. They moved on. The next game, if I'm not mistaken, was against the Falcons that year, if I'm not mistaken. Again. Now, they won that game by, I want to say, like 10 points or something like that. And a lot of stuff in there was questionable, but they won, right? Now, let's go and get to the Super Bowl. Y'all remember when Eli was getting sacked, he spent the roll out of it, and he just slung that ball, and home dude, I forgot his name, helmet catch, caught the ball on his helmet. That was a lucky play, but guess what? That helped them win the Super Bowl. Think about it. Not every win or even a loss, the game, put it like this, not every game is going to go to your standards. So I'd rather be praising a win than be upset about a loss. So even though I don't have no hair on my head, y'all gonna make me pull the hair out of my head. Oh man. But I'd rather be praising this win than be praising a loss. That's just what it is to me. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Leave me a comment below what y'all think. If you have anything that you probably can remember, some crazy games that people have won. Oh yeah, matter of fact, here's another one. You and your family have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, that H-Train. Oh yeah, here's another one before I do go. This one popping in my head. I want to say about 4 or 5 seasons ago, something like that. San Diego Chargers. 4th and 25. Or something like that. 4th and 20, 4th and 25, something like that. They run the ball. They run the ball. Pick up that whole amount they need. I want to say it was like 25 yards or something like that. They run it, and they get it enough for a first down, and then they won the game. First of all, they shouldn't have been in no 4th and 25, but they did it, and they won the game. Plain and simple. I know y'all remember that play. That was a whole long time ago, but I know y'all remember that. That just popped in my head right now. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. If y'all can remember some crazy scenarios that help win a game like the Texans have been winning, shoot me a comment below. This is your boy Man Up. I holla. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. It's now at 1 o'clock Texas time. Almost 2 o'clock, I should say, Texas time. Y'all leave me a comment below. Anything y'all can think of. I holla. Peace. Happy Thanksgiving.